Four L.A. County Sheriff's deputies have refused to testify at a coroner's inquest. That inquest is exploring the Sheriff's Department's killing of Andres Guardado near Compton. The 18-year-old was shot in the back in June, and his family members say they just don't believe the Sheriff's Department's version of events. As the I-Team reported a few weeks ago, the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors ordered the inquest after concluding the Sheriff's Department was not being forthcoming with information about this case. NBC4 investigative reporter Eric Leonard now with more.
And how long have you been a detective at the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department?
On the advice of my counsel, I'm choosing to exercise my constitutional right.
And so went the testimony of two homicide detectives in the Guardado case, both refusing to answer questions under oath. Mike Davis is the lead detective.
Is it your intention to claim the privilege against self-incrimination to all questions on the topic regarding your entire investigation into the death of Andres Guardado?
Yes.
His partner, Joseph Valencia, also refused.
Based on the advice of my counsel, I'm currently invoking my rights pursuant to the Fifth Amendment.
The deputy who pulled the trigger said he's out of the country, and if he did appear, he would refuse to testify. That deputy's partner also refused in a legal filing. The four had been subpoenaed by the L.A. County coroner for the first inquest in some 30 years. It's supposed to be a public airing of all the evidence and information the coroner used to reach its findings on the cause and manner of death. Guardado was shot in the back 5 times June 18th after the Sheriff's Department said he was spotted with a handgun and ran from deputies at this auto repair business on Redondo Beach Boulevard. The Sheriff's Department said a homemade pistol with Guardado's DNA on the trigger was found at the scene. The medical examiner who performed the autopsy testified today the trajectory of the bullets suggested Guardado was kneeling or lying down when the bullets hit him.
Could Mr. Guardado have been on his knees at the time of the injury number one?
Yes.
The killing led to protests and to a lawsuit filed by Guardado's family. They say Guardado was working as an unofficial security guard at the business and say they don't believe Guardado was reaching for a gun when he was shot.
Eric Leonard joining us live right now. Eric, this begs the question, why would deputies and detectives refuse to testify?
Well, Robert, this has been the subject of a lot of discussion at the two unions that represent deputy sheriffs. Our sources there tell us they're worried anything said under oath could be used later on in the family's lawsuit or by the L.A. County District Attorney's Office in deciding whether or not the deputy was legally justified in firing. The DA hasn't made a decision about the shooting in this case, but the office's handling of police killings and its track record of rarely filing charges was a major part of DA-elect George Gascon's successful campaign to unseat Jackie Lacey. Robert.